Alright, don't panic, this is your friend Alianya, and this is the Sage Cleric's Guide to the Galaxy. This is a more comprehensive, in-depth Sage Cleric guide. Before we get started, if you don't like advice or you think you're all that and you don't want to listen, you should just exit out because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's just the thing, you know? You're going to see all of our Sage Cleric guides and running through, and there hasn't been a more comprehensive Sage guide as far as I've seen that has an addition of all these buffs and everything else that has been running through. If you want to know how to heal and you know how to heal, just reading is what gets you there and using your comprehensive skill. If you see this right now, there are skill indicators. You have to go within the skill indicators if you want to survive. If somebody does it and runs out of your team there, that is their fault. Don't take the blame. Just let them sort it out themselves. Not your problem. Our Sage Cleric cards are indeed what we use when we're healing. We have our friend Garuda, which you can get from the Archosaur map 1 in Archaeology and up. Just only go through Archaeology map Archosaur 1 and spam wrong answers. This card is excellent. You have to survive to use it. Procs like crazy. Works on every class. It is multi-universal. It is one of the best cards out there right now. I'm just going to say that. You just have to survive anything to do it. This one's good. Only procs on heal. You have to get it from the cross-server interfaces like Territory War and Mystic Odyssey. Don't waste your ingots. Get her from Soul Dust Store. She's PvE. I do like Zuri. I like her story. Aya, get her from Soul Dust Store. She will save you in a lot of toxic mirages, especially with the ones with Mana Drain. Mana Drain is toxic. This one will buff your team while I will only buff you. This one will buff you and your team, but it's not for Mana Drain. It's just DPS buff. I wouldn't really get it unless you want it for the stats. And I wouldn't really use it either, but Link, use Link. Use Link if you want to survive and run fast. That's really much it. If you want to have a survivability and not be so mobile, yeah, there's this one here, our friend Hillbreaker. This one has outdated the next card so much that it's ridiculous. You have to survive to use her. People use it in high-level PvP, but I kind of doubt now due to what's going to come after these. This one, have to survive. It's just like, okay, yeah. Anything with Disappear like Opportuna here, I just don't see people using her. I think she's just too well for that, and people don't. There's better cards. Wind Through the Pines will destroy you. If you've ever hated a book, this is obviously one other than Hidden Dragon. It's toxic, it's annoying, it's a pain in the booty. For our cast speed reduction cards, I'm going to tell you our cast speed reduction cards are kind of like, I just see them more on tanks. I don't really see a reason to have these unless you want for the stats. Don't wait unless you need to. This one you can get. If you're really squishy and you like damage reduction, go ahead and try it out. See if you like it. Ultimately, wrong is a lot of money. You have to wail for it. But the stats are okay, everything goes with it's okay. I like this one. I use it in Wall. I think it's great. I'm probably going to get it later. Say hi to Coco in the comments before we get started, and you're going to see that I don't have all my rares. You want to sell me them? Cool, but I do know how to allocate. I do know how to allocate these. You do want to max your Serenity, put something and heal him. It has to have something and heal him because you want to heal multiple targets. Odin, you want something in Empower. You want something in your Crit Renewal. You want something in your rares, you want to max your rares, you do want to provide enough damage reduction and support to your team, especially since you're going to be hit on all the time and you will be attacked. Don't bother with Fortify, don't bother with Drift Coil unless you like movement speed. I like movement speed, you can get it elsewhere. I'm just chronically lazy with my points. Don't spread them all out. Cyclone and Thunder, I don't use those. You can use them, but it's personally preference. I just do heal. At this point, I'm going to say 2 pieces of rank gear equals 5% critical rate, and then I'm going to tell you 4 pieces is whale, and red weapon is whale. You see whales having all this and all the red stuff. It's crazy. It's insane. You start with this. You can get one of these or one of those, or you can get this in general. I would particularly just say go with the first 2 or get a Balder or a Goblin for PvE. Airy is just for attacking at this point. If you want to survive and you want to run through these for Sage Cleric, go ahead and use these. Go, go, go. Use. Have fun. You need the survivability, and you need the CC, and you need the stats and such on this. Golden Rat is great. Golden Rat's great. Wind Through the Pines is nerfed it. This one will help you ultimately heal through and dispel a lot. I can dispel without it, but I think it's still good either way. Ultimately, save your booty. This one's the best. This is the best. This is the top one right now. You should obviously want it, but you shouldn't wail unless you want to. I would not say anything about Fortune Rabbit. I have seen it used, just CC. Golden Ox, the CC. Pair it with the rat, but I think it's been nerfed at this point. Just like, okay, not really. These were meta. It's not really meta anymore. Moving on, we're going to move on to our Book of Stars. Our Book of Stars is a friend. I think it's good. I think it has wonderful abilities. I just don't know if it's going to be nerfed by the book or not. I haven't tested it. I don't have it. Lucid Herb is great. I like it. You have to know what you want to spend for and what you don't want to spend for, especially when it comes to our Soul Gears here. The sets are great. I like the bonuses, but you notice I don't have anything hit. Hit does not require to a cleric, especially third stage. Heals don't miss. For our books, we need to opportunely plan for survivability. Trio, duo, PvP, PvE. This is going to be an end game trio. I run trio. I like it. I like it a lot. Someone posted these. Thank you. Endless Waves, you need this. You need Endless Waves. This is your main book. These here are your early game books. You should have them. You should be running them. You should be playing with them. This is how you start. You want crit and critical rate and all this other stuff. And even the G, go for those at the bottom. These will help you ultimately in PvP and everything else as you go and as you move up. You need Poet's Musing early game. You can keep using it. It's still multi-universal at this point. You can have any of the others as well. You just got to wail for them. Drunken Spring, Floorwind, you get that. Pair those together. Rouge and Red Lips, you do need. The others are kind of debated, except with this one. If you want cast speed on Creator, yeah, it's not going to boost your heal, but it will give you cast speed. This one will save your booty a lot, just don't equip it. If you want to talk about your stones, let's get to stones in the next couple of seconds. Don't put PvP attack stones in there, just use hit, and then boost your Matek and boost your crits and your critical rate and everything else in particular, because that will get you high heal. You will see that I also have some PvP stones in here. I don't really believe in the whole thing of, oh, HP is the thing. HP can be gotten anywhere. You should obviously fix defenses and build for that. With this, you should also build for your survivability. You don't need to just allocate to all one or all the other. For our runes, this is going to be really quick as this is the last section. You should obviously not use Buckler. Don't use Buckler. Please don't use Buckler. Just dismantle, get rid of, go away, bye-bye. I like using Arrow, but I don't use Arrow. I use Spirit because that is PvP. Those are PvE over there. This is PvP. The one in the middle, you alter specifically to what you're going to face. In particular, don't use the Cleric one because you're just stage. You don't do any DPS. You just heal. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.